What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to be doing something a little bit different. For those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily do heavy metal reactions, but I am also a professional entertainer, musician, comedian, voiceover artist, podcaster, and YouTuber. So I've heard a lot of good things about the Rode PodMic, and I wanted to give it a shot for myself. So today will be the first ever unboxing, setup, and review of the Rode PodMic. Let's see how it sounds. Roll the intro. I'm just kidding. This is my first review video. I don't have a theme song. Maybe I should just make one up super fast. Matt, review stuff. Theme song. Being a voiceover person and somebody who loves gear, I want to start doing more of these if you guys like it. So if you do, like it. Is that the simplest, weirdest way to say it? If you like this video, like this video. Now I'm rambling. Let's go to the next section. Matt, review stuff. Theme song. I actually just found this combo at B&H, so let's go ahead and open the box and see what we got inside. What do you say? Be careful with these bad boys. Am I right? Packing. Ooh, here we go. Foam windscreen. Second foam windscreen. 10-foot XLR cable. And another one. Here we have the first of the Rode PodMics. This is a 2-set. Second mic. And then last but not least, we got these 2 tabletop stands. I already have these arms, but I figured it can't hurt to always have more stands around. Let's go ahead and open up one of these bad boys and see what we got on the inside. Oh. We got a quick start guide. Always like these little absorbent things. All right, here we go. Reveal of the first bad boy. It has passed inspection. Man, right off the bat, this feels very heavy, very well put together, solid all the way through. I did not anticipate this mic being this heavy, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and hook it up and see what it sounds like. Matt, review stuff. This is a large diaphragm, cardioid, dynamic, broadcasting microphone. It was built specifically, as the name says, the PodMic. Now that podcasts have become more and more popular and more people are jumping into the podcast realm, Rode made this specifically with those people in mind. It's easy to set up, basically plug and play. Even if you look at the frequency curve, you will notice it's set up already specifically for podcasting in mind. You'll notice that there are dips in the mid frequencies. There is a boost around 150 hertz. There are a couple more boosts on the high end frequencies because that's what's going to help bring your voice to the front and be a little more present. There's also one more dip up in that high range, and I think that is for sibilance. So people that have S's or S's, it helps cut down on some of that stuff. Which is actually funny. I used to have a lisp when I was growing up, so right now I am very heightened and aware of what my S sounds sound like. She sells seashells down by the seashore. It has a range from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Like I said before, it is XLR. There's no power required. You don't need phantom power. Now, because this is a dynamic microphone, it works better if you're closer. So I typically be about a fist away from the microphone. That gives you probably the best rounded out sound. You don't want to have it straight directly going into your mouth just for the plosives. Now, the Rode PodMic does have a built-in pop filter inside the cage, but you can't trust that, and a lot of microphones, even high-end ones, if you get too close with plosives, they're going to have them. What are plosives? P's, B's. P, B, P, B. The only bummer about the built-in pop filter not working properly is this microphone just looks really cool. It has a vintage style, and it just has a, well, it just looks cool on camera. What do you think? However, because of the plosives, Peter Piper pooped a pickled pepper. I can already see it in my wavelengths going. The package that I got also came with a windscreen. It might not look as cool, but unfortunately with microphones, you're wanting it to sound good and not look good. So let's put this on and do a comparison. Okay, now we have the windscreen on. Let's go ahead with our plosive test. I'm going to go back and forth between the last cut and this cut. See if you can tell a difference. Peter Piper pooped a pickled pepper. 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 I always have to use windscreens because with my music show, I'm also a beatboxer. The other reason I wanted to check out the PodMic is because I don't have the best treated basement room. And the PodMic is supposed to have pretty good off-axis rejection. Off-axis reject. That's hard to say. Off-axis rejection. Off-axis rejection. I'm just getting into the tongue twisters today, I guess. So we're going to test that right now. Right now I'm talking into the front of the microphone, which is where you're supposed to be. We are talking directly into the front of the PodMic. We are now 90 degrees. We are now 180 degrees. Like I said, I'm about a 45 off, about a fist length away. Let's try a little bit of a distance and see what happens there too. So the other traditional distance is about the hang 10. I guess I could move the microphone itself and not have to. Well, we could try that. Let's just see what happens. We are now hang 10 away from the microphone. We are now about 2 feet away from the microphone. I'm now behind my chair about 4 feet away from the microphone. I'm now behind my chair, scared of the microphone. I'm not necessarily sure when you're going to use any of that in your podcasting, but I'll tell you what, I'd probably listen. Matt, review stuff, theme song. Okay, let's start things off with an acoustic test. I did not think about what to play before I hit record, so that doesn't help. Let's try Last of Us. I got a weird fingernail issue that is keeping me from playing that well. But that was close. Let's try something a little bit funkier. 2, 3, break it down. Okay, now just to further embarrass myself and give you a better example of what the microphone can do, let's do a singing vocal test. Why did I pick the Jackson 5? You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back. When there is love, I'll be there. Okay, let's try some electric. Let's make it heavier! Okay, that's enough of that. Matt, review stuff, theme song. This is what a teenager sounds like on the Rode PodMic. Read this.
My dad probably has the greatest fashion sense of all time. He's even better at makeup than me.
This is what a slightly younger teenager sounds like. Read this.
My dad is the most humble, best, smartest, most humble, and also best and most humble dad of all humble dads.
Thank you.
It's very humble.
That sounded very authentic coming from you. Read this.
My dad is the greatest, smartest, most funniest dad in the world.
And this is what a cat sounds like. What? Yeah. You could talk for a second. We're trying to do an example of what microphones sound like when other people talk into them.
Subscribe, to them, because they're almost at 7 million.
What?
7,000.
No, that's not even close.
700. I'm not good with the math.
Tell them about our reaction channel and then just go into the mic so people can hear what it sounds like.
It's pretty cool. I think you should subscribe to it because I'm funny and cool and
What else?
and my dad is better at makeup than me, apparently.
Oh, yeah! I have it on camera now. So we're actually just trying to get different voices on the microphone.
Hi, I'm Chloe, and this is the mic. I forgot what its name was already. The PodMic. Oh, the Rode PodMic.
Matt, review stuff, theme song. So what are my final thoughts on the Rode PodMic? Honestly, this thing is a tank. I did not expect it to be built so well. I almost think if it fell off the table and dropped on the floor would dent before the microphone. But in all seriousness, if you're looking for a podcasting microphone, I think this might be a great option for a lot of people that might not know how to go into their software after the fact. An EQ, it already has frequencies built in to maximize podcasting specifically. Like I said before, I didn't add any EQ, I didn't add any compression, I didn't do anything other than plug it in and get it to the proper level. So if you have somebody that knows how to do even that, I think this has even more bang for your buck. Every mic has a different texture with every voice. You're never going to find the perfect one right off the bat. A lot of times you have to search for a while to find out what you like and what goes well with your voice. If you're around a table with several other people and you've got them all facing away from each other, the off-axis rejection is going to also help. It's up to you now what you think of all the instrumentation, because definitely one thing to think about. This is my Sennheiser MKH416. This is my typical voiceover mic and the one that I use 99% of the time. This cost $1,000. This cost $99. I also think in the future I'm going to do a comparison video where I can see how close I can get this guy to sound like this guy. But for $100, that's hard to beat. So today, I'm going to give it my stamp of approval. I don't know what that means. I don't have a rating scale yet. This is my first review video ever. If you like any of the content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Any interaction you have helps me get out to more people. And I just like helping people. As always, for our sign-off on the channel, thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Be good to each other. Bye, guys! Now like an announcer.
Hi, I'm Chloe, and this is the Rode PodMic.
Now like somebody who just mewed.
I don't know what that sounds like.
Oh,
It just sounds like that.
yeah, okay. Sing it as if it was Hamilton. Get it. You got it.
Do I do a Lin-Manuel Miranda voice? What do you want?
I don't know.
I can't do that.
If you like the channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe right now. Not right now, but if you want.
That's what the Rode PodMic would sound like if a 10-year-old had a podcast.
Yippee!
All right, say bye.
Bye. Thank you.